Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Moletrap here, coming at you with another game of Brood War. This is from the Pro League. Nuke has the OSL covered. Ranshin, I'm not sure. I haven't checked actually recently. I heard that he may be busy or something, and he hasn't been doing the MSL. I'm not sure, but anyway, everyone always complains I do the same games as everyone, so I'm doing some Pro League games, just random Pro League games, so that hopefully they haven't been done yet. Anyway, before I get too far into this is Bisu versus Zero, by the way. It's going to be an exciting matchup, but before I do get too far into it, I want to let everyone know that I am actually going to be going to a GSL finals party this Friday evening at Eudaimonia, I think that's how you pronounce it, the LAN Center in Berkeley. So if anyone's interested, that looks like it's going to be a fun time. Apparently they had like 45 people go last season. I think there's 20 or 25 signed up in the Team Liquid thread this season. I'll try and put that link in the video description of this video. But anyway, just thought I'd give a shout out to that. I was actually in contact with an employee of Eudaimonia a couple seasons ago trying to organize an OSL finals party, which didn't really coalesce. I might still try and do something like that, but the stupid OSL, they don't release their dates for when they're going to have their finals until like 3 weeks beforehand. So it's impossible to plan ahead of time, unfortunately. So that's why it's been difficult to do an OSL finals party recently. Anyway, but I guess definitely let me know if there is any interest in going to a Bay Area or Sacramento area, you know, OSL or MSL finals party. That could be pretty cool. Even though there's not as much interest in Brood War these days, it might be cool to put together. Anyway, so that is what's going on with that. It's gonna be fun. The GSL has been awesome. I thank you to well, yeah, I'll just say thanks to people that were encouraging, trying to help me out with getting a hold of the GSL. And I ended up buying a season pass, and it has been very cool to have that season pass for the GSL, watching all kinds of VODs and stuff. And admittedly, I've been watching less Brood War as a result, so haven't been keeping up on the Brood War quite as much lately. But been watching a little bit here and there. Some exciting games. Oh my god, the OSL, the round of 16, the first games of the OSL round of 16 were absolutely ridiculous. Flash versus Cal was a monstrous game, and you wouldn't expect it, but Modesty versus Fantasy was also extremely exciting. And Stork versus Mind was spectacular as well. There's a fourth game as well, I believe, but I haven't seen that one. But absolutely great games. They have been really fun to watch, so I definitely recommend those. And again, Nuke the Stars generally does the OSL, so you know, check him out if you want some English commentaries on the OSL games. But at the very least, if you're, you know, if you like Brood War, go watch those games, even in Korean, because they were spectacular. Anyway, so we got Bisu versus Zero here. Bisu at rank 7 on the Casper right now. Zero at rank 9, as it said in the beginning of the game here. So both these players pretty high up there. Bisu, of course, a living legend who fell off the charts for a while and was not a very powerful player for a while. And then just the last, basically the last 6-8 months, I guess, has kind of come back and become a force to contend with again. Zero, really excited that this guy is doing as well as he is. I wish he would do even better, but you know, not in a blaming him sense, but I wish he had the opportunity to do better. He, you know, he started off being this player who was kind of solid, and then started doing kind of creative stuff, and he ended up getting known mostly for doing creative stuff. And that drone is down to, I think, 1 hit left. That probe could sneak in there and get it. He's having it mining in the middle of the minerals, so if he goes in for it, he'd have to brave a lot there. And at this point, going for what I believe was a 9 pool, that is pretty risky business. Going for that. I mean, what I mean is, I don't know why I said risky business. It would mean a lot if that drone died. Oh, drone! Back up into the yellow health. That's got 3 hits on it now. I think that would take to kill it. A 4 at this point, perhaps. So not in too much danger, but that would really wreck as a economy if it was, you know, one of those early drones. You know, if you think of the life of the drone over the entire game, you know, gets cumulatively more lucrative the earlier in the game it's created. So killing an early drone is just horrible, and also means that you don't have as much minerals in the bank to make your Zerglings and your more drones for, you know, early on in the game. Anyway, so we're seeing him just make a couple Zerglings for pressure here, and he's actually not really, he's just going to kill off the scout. This is really interesting. I wonder if we're going to see another unique build from Zero here, because he's killed off, he's really trying to kill off that scouting probe, and you know, with these Zerglings, and he just made those early Zerglings, not a lot of them. Despite going for a very early pool, he didn't really utilize that pool very much, other than make these Zerglings, which are now running around in circles, not really accomplishing much. So it's very smart of him at least to you know, switch over. I mean, it made Bisu build one cannon. Not you know, too big of a deal, but he's at least switched up, and he's made just those few Zerglings, and now he's switched up and is making hatcheries and drones and what have you, which is a good thought there. Anyway, now he's starting to bring in some gas as well. Not sure if we're going to see Lair first, or he might get Zergling speed first. I'm sorry for the skipping here. I'm not sure why my FPS is skipping a little bit. I am having to do screen capture recording. Again, I apologize if there's any problems with that, but it's just so much easier, so much less processing time to just do a screen capture. And also, I never know when I'm going to have time these days, or the inclination to do some videos. So I kind of, you know, I'd have to plan ahead of time and really, you know, make sure I downloaded the VODs and everything beforehand if I was gonna do the VODs and kind of put them together with the. Anyway, point being, Zealot's now running around here, putting a little bit of pressure on. I like that. Forcing them to build a few more Zerglings. It's only a single Zealot, and I like how this Zergling is, you know, just continuing to run around, see if he's making any more Zealots or not. And wow, there's more hatcheries going down. There's a few more Zerglings out. He catches that Zealot. Oh, and look at that micro. Oh, pulls away the damaged Zergling. Beautifully done. Lair is up. Probably going to see a Spire down any moment now, somewhere on the map, probably in the main, since, especially with his expansion so far away, it can be very vulnerable. Okay, there's the Spire at the natural, actually. That is a little bit dangerous. Well, I mean, if you lose your natural, then you're pretty screwed anyway, but oftentimes Protosses will go for a timing attack of some kind, and he's got 3 more gateways going down, so he might go for an attack of some sort and try and get in there. I don't think he's going to get enough units out really to you know, hit before that Spire pops. But sometimes they can go for a big attack and really do a lot of damage to one of their expansions, force them to, you know, take down the Sun Colonies, and Zerg barely fights it off. And so, you know, if you lose your Evo Chamber or whatever, you lose the Sunken Colonies, that's fine, but losing your Spire in the midst of that kind of attack would be really brutal. Anyway, he's probably going to start setting up his SimCity a little bit more pretty soon, and getting Sunken Colonies behind his buildings so that if mass Zealots come in, he can deal with that. And there's some Zerglings chilling out there. We're just waiting for some unsuspecting Dragoon to run out, and Zealots are going to push that back anyway. So Corsair running around is going to see exactly what's going on, going to see what the capabilities and vulnerabilities are of this Zero's build. So he's not trying anything tricky. Those Zerglings keeping track of that front door, just seeing what's coming out there, and those 3 gateways starting to produce Zealots. I forgot to check. No, the Forge is not spinning, so he's not going for +1 Zealots or anything like that. But he is building up a number of forces in the back there. Some Scourge are out now. They're going to be able to drive off that Corsair. But Zero really needs some scouting information at this point. Actually, only a few more Zealots are out of those gateways. He's not really producing a ton out of those gateways at this point. There goes another round of Zealots. So now he's going to push out with a sizable force, and Zero might get caught off guard here. He may lose the game very quickly in this instance. All the Zealots are above those Scourge. He doesn't see him. He's putting down another hatchery. Oh my goodness, Mutists are out though. He's going for Mutas. This could be his saving grace, going for these Mutas. He may have spotted it. I think he may have spotted it. He's starting to morph colonies. Going after that Dragoon. He's probably going to kill off that Dragoon. If he can kill off that Dragoon, these Mutas are going to be so powerful. Here he comes. he may be able to save himself in this game with these Mutalisks, because all he has to do is kill that Dragoon, and then those Mutalisks can go to work on the Zealots, but that is a lot of Zealots. He's going to take down the Sunken Colony very quickly, despite the drones drilling. Actually, the drones doing a lot more than I expected. Now they're going to have to run away, let those Mutalisks take care of the situation. And here he goes. More Scourge coming in. He needs to get those Corsairs because he needs to protect those Mutas. The Mutas are what are going to save him. 3 Corsairs, though, hammering away on those Mutalisks. He needs to get more Scourge in there or kill off those Corsairs. 1 Corsair goes down. 2nd Corsair is going to go down. Drones running to the front. More Zerglings hatching. And there's no Sunken Colony at the natural expansion. He's losing hatcheries here. Not going to be too big of a deal, but he needs to kill off that Corsair so he can actually use those Mutas. 2 Corsairs now. Scourge need to come in here right now. Zero is actually in big trouble. If he loses another hatchery, it's going to be a major setback. Zergling's just getting wasted here. No Sunken Colony at the natural expansion as the Zealots run in. The Mutalisks cannot be in more than one place at once. The Spire is about to go down. This is exactly what I was talking about. Oh my gosh, you see? That is why you put your Spire in your main, Zero. Oh, because now he cannot produce any more Scourge to deal with those Corsairs. This is horrible. Hydras are able to pop out. There's some Scourge going after those Corsairs now, but those Mutalisks, which could have been his savior, which could have been the saving grace, which could have cleaned up these Zealots, are now completely vulnerable. It doesn't matter. He lost all those hatcheries anyway, but more Zealots streaming in, and they are definitely going to be able to deal with the Hydralisks very easily. This is not going well at all for Zero. I'm going to expect GG here any moment now, and there's Zero. GG's, and leaves the game, and I honestly had not seen this game before I started. The ranting about the Spire in front was completely coincidental that it actually happened and actually mattered. So Bisu takes the game for SKT1, and Zero goes down in defeat. Sad to see, but I hope you guys enjoyed this game. Definitely exciting game. A little bit quick, but definitely an exciting game nonetheless. So anyway, thanks very much for watching. I'm sorry I haven't done a lot of Brood War commentaries. I haven't done any kind of commentaries lately very much. I've been a little bit busy, had a lot of shifts this last week, but my shift this evening got canceled, so that means I got to record the Lost Viking vid that's probably going up on my SC2 account simultaneous with this one. Excuse me. Might go up a little bit later. And got to do this commentary as well. Anyway, so hope you guys enjoyed this. Thanks very much for watching. And again, you know, hopefully I'll see some folks at Eudaimonia this Friday night. That'd be cool. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Take care. GG.